Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Balsa Bashers, and I've got two things to tell you. One, I've got a new microphone, so we're going to have a go at that, and the other thing is that this month's or week's Balsa Basher is Charlie.
Hello everybody.
Yeah. Now, if you remember, I don't know if you've seen John's video, but he's had 10,000 views very nearly.
Wow.
So you've got to say hello everybody 10,000 times. So tell us what you're building.
Building at the moment a Schleicher ASK 13, which is quite an interesting glider in that the wings are angled forward. And this was done, I read on the internet, so that when you take a passenger in the back seat, it doesn't alter the centre of gravity.
Oh, well, I never knew that.
Which was...
How many people knew that, eh?
How many people?
Fantastic. And so we're quite a long way into the build now, so we're going to have a look at what Charlie's done and talk about that. So let me get my other camera on and we'll take a look. Cheers. Wow, look at that. That's a big, beautiful fuselage covered in
plywood, the top part and the bottom part balsa.
So we've got a plywood topped skinned fuselage.
The turtle deck, as they call it, on the it's a laser cut kit that comes from laser cut sailplanes.
Right.
A little bit less laser cut than I imagined, but all the bottom part of the fuselage is planked in balsa sheet and then covered in lightweight glass cloth.
Right. What, you've done that already?
No, it hasn't been done yet.
Right.
I'll do all the glassing in one go.
What are these made out of?
Those are made out of foam that I used when I was into sailing for making a rudder for quite a large yacht.
All right.
But it's really nice, lightweight. Well, there's a piece there.
And it sculpts beautifully too, doesn't it?
Oh,
yeah, I see it. Don't worry, I see it.
There you go.
Oh, down there. Sorry.
Down there. It shapes up beautifully, but it's
right.
quite tough.
It is, isn't it? It's strong.
Structural foam.
Yeah. It's quite dense, isn't it? It's stronger than your normal foam boardy.
Oh, it's great. It's great
stuff.
So that unclips from there.
Oh, that's smart.
So you can take the seats out.
Ooh. Well, do they work in elevator?
That's the elevator onto a push rod, carbon push rod, and this will be closed loop rudder.
Oh, right, yeah. Metal geared, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad you said yes on film. Yeah, that's...
No, I wouldn't go with plastic ones anymore, I'm afraid. I've had a few strip.
Yeah, they strip easy.
On smallish planes.
And you've only got to knock the flying surface and they go, don't they? So, yeah.
Yeah, I've had it do it on, one of those, that Phoenix 2.
So it's a beautiful build. You're obviously quite an accomplished balsa basher.
No.
No?
This is the first one I've built in properly, because this is more of a scratch build than a sort of full kit.
Yeah.
For 40 years.
Really?
So the last one I'd have done would have been a Stanio, I can't even think what it's called now, glider that I've still got in the cupboard.
And this is why we've not seen it at the club meeting, because of all the filler that's in it, right?
There's not too much. If you can spot the filler,
I can't.
There's some on the nose here.
There's bound to be, isn't there?
Yeah.
And that's a toe release in the front.
That's a homemade toe release in the front. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of the simple ones. You just put the loop of wire in.
Oh yeah.
In the front. So.
And what are you going to make the nose out of? The green foam again, or?
No. Well, I've left it all open because I think it's going to need a huge amount of lead.
Ah, right. Yeah.
So I might go for casting some lead up into this sort of shape.
Yeah. Before you glass it.
Before we glass it, and I can easily make the pattern for these out of some of this green foam.
Of course, yeah.
Or a bit of balsa if I've got some kicking about.
So what's the wingspan?
4 meters.
Okay. Not overly huge.
Well,
but big enough.
I wouldn't get anything bigger in the room.
And that's a nice looking wing section. It's flat bottom to there, isn't it?
Yes, it's slightly strange to me, but as it's all new.
Is that a scale wing section?
I have no idea.
No.
No idea at all.
Yeah, and you're going for bolted on tail, of course. Yeah,
Bolted on tail.
steel bolts. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard your comment.
Yeah.
And yes, steel ones, because I've had an unfortunate accident with the inside F5J with nylon ones.
right.
Stuff like that. So no, it's going to go. Decide to go for steel ones because you're going to have to hit something very, very hard with this. And I think you'd do more damage to the rest of the plane. I think it would, if you hit this hard enough to really damage this, the whole lot is going to swing around, and I think you're going to be into smashing up wings and all sorts.
Okay.
That's my
theory. Yeah,
and it's the same with the little inside F5J.
Well, you're not going to you're not going to do that anyway, are you? You don't plan to do that.
I don't plan to do it,
No.
But
No.
even the best of us in the club get stuck in the odd tree. So.
Yes. You saw that video.
I wasn't thinking of yourself necessarily. I have seen that.
Yes. Yes, for those that haven't seen it, unfortunate tree arrival, but never mind.
But other people have done it as well. You know,
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. Mine, it's a strong fuselage, isn't it? So
I hope so.
yeah, a plywood turtle deck will make a big difference.
But
So
all this lot was done the same way as I advised John to do the front end of his one, and my stringers have been done the same way.
right,
With
steaming.
my steamer out in the garage.
Right,
So they were steamed over near, to get them near enough to the shape.
yeah. And then held until they cooled.
Held until they cooled,
Yeah.
overnight.
What, just with rubber bands sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's worked out well. And what glue have you used to assemble it so far?
That one, because I hadn't tried this other technique that we'll get to in a minute. This was done with super glue.
Okay.
So with a little nozzle,
Yeah, the little pipette.
the standard
Yeah.
builder's super glue,
Yeah.
and
That's what I use. Yeah.
then just a little bit at a time, sort of peel it up,
Right.
squirt a load in, because
Yeah.
you can't see
No.
what the heck's going on.
No, you
so.
can't. No. It's a beautiful shape, no doubt about that.
I was very pleased with the way it came out. So,
Do you use a jig when you're building your fuselage?
I kind of jigged it. The way they recommend to do it is to do it the right way up in a wooden jig
All right.
with all the frames sort of staggered at different heights. But when I looked at the plan, there is a flat line that runs all the way from the tail all the way through to here.
Oh, so you build
That
it
is
upside down.
absolutely flat.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, if I build it upside down and just jig these front formers off the bench, problem solved.
Yeah. Good
So
idea.
that's the way I went for it.
Yeah.
It just seemed a lot of effort to make a complete jig that was going to support every single frame at exactly the right height.
Yeah.
So I trusted on the drawing.
Yeah, and the tail plane is robot hinges, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? You put the extra blocks in, but even then,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'll
Don't
trim.
need
I'll
trim them off. Yeah.
I'll trim the spare off.
Yeah. I think
Once
I just
it's
used
all-
cutters, wire cutters.
Yeah.
Clipped them off. Right?
Once I,
Yeah.
they're all
Yeah.
sort of. I've decided on exactly where they're going to go. But
So what's in here? A plywood?
no, that's that's solid balsa inside. So this chunk of balsa runs all the way through
Yeah.
for these to.
Very nice.
screws
Have
to
you done
fit
the
into.
pin yet? Built that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's behind you, I think.
Behind you.
Behind you on the chair.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, you've covered it.
Well, that's a sample.
Oh, okay.
That's a sample of gloss tax, which the Solartex people,
Yeah.
and they're doing it in glossy, and I thought,
Yeah.
oh, let's give that a try. And it comes out as quite a nice,
Yeah. It goes on very nice, doesn't it? Yeah.
I think it comes out,
So you're going for that then?
I reckon, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
not
it's
glossy, is it? But it's
it's a
it's a sheen, isn't it?
Yeah,
Which is very
semi-gloss.
nice. Yeah.
And you can still see the fabric in there. So for a scale-ish model, that should look, should be quite good. And it's a little bit translucent.
Which looks rather pretty when it
As
catches
well,
the light. Yeah.
So it's a mess here because it was going to be a trial.
Yeah.
I can't get it off.
Oh, can't you? Have you tried heating it?
I've tried heating it a little bit.
Have you got a heat gun?
Yeah, but it's a very powerful one, the heat gun that I've got.
Well, used from a distance might just soften the glue. Just
might soften it enough, but at the moment it seems to be
well, it's a good sign, isn't it?
Absolutely,
it's a good sign.
All this will be hidden anyway, so you won't actually see it. But
No.
I just like to keep things neat as I'm building them.
Yeah, and that's the fin. Gosh, that's light. Yeah.
This is experimentation with different things, and that was the first thing I tried. With an ordinary spray aerosol primer. Not happy with it, so I went back to sanding sealer,
Right.
which is the best stuff ever, I think. Which is what that was done with.
Yeah. How many coats do you give that?
That's 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
But it won't need a lot more when it's had a final rub down, because the grain isn't going to show.
No.
On that gloss text.
No. Well, a lot of people, including me, I've never used sanding sealer.
Right. Whatever.
No.
Oh, it's brilliant stuff.
Yeah, I have to get some. Where'd you buy it?
Either a 40-year-old tin, which is what I started with, or
Brand new. Oh, right, okay.
I bought from these people, what they call.
Is that online?
Yeah. I'll have to have a look, see what the actual name of the company was.
Yeah. Well, we're in the UK for those that don't know. So it's, well, perhaps I'll give it a go. Yeah. Nice. Okay, let's look at this wing. So what have we got here then?
Oh, all sorts.
Plywood
over balsa ribs, apart from the first 3, which are plywood as well,
glasses on.
and hold the joining.
Oh right, that's here.
Yeah, the joining,
Glass and
box
brass.
and metal, and everything's angled.
Little ply cap strips.
Yeah.
Cool. They took some fitting, didn't they?
I learnt a lot. The second one I left a little on this wing, which is the left one, which I think on a video I've seen somewhere, everybody tells you to do first because everything will come out better. I built the right wing first, and the left wing has come out better.
Oh, okay, I've not heard that.
You haven't heard that one?
No.
It's like always do the fuselage first as well.
Yeah, I do anyway. So what do you use to cut these out then?
I cheated, I'm afraid. I got somebody to laser cut them for me.
Oh, okay.
I did a little CAD drawing and sent that to them.
I was going to say scissors are very good because it's so thin, isn't it?
But they're just so many to cut all this lot.
Yeah, I think on John's glider, this piece was separate, wasn't it?
I think so, yes. Yeah. But I couldn't work out how with that it wasn't going to sort of stick up into. But perhaps that's how they were done.
Perhaps, yeah,
because
they just followed full size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got the guy who did the kit to, and he said, "Oh, I have a heck of a job cutting 0.4mm plywood." He said, "But I'll give it a go," and he did.
Yeah.
It's worked out really well.
Yeah. And ply trailing edge, sandwiched.
Yes.
Balsa. That's going to be
again
super strong, isn't it?
That was a big learning exercise. Those odd bits. Yes, I mean that's an odd bit that's gone wrong, but it is super. Super
it's not
strong.
I noticed you've got joins in the plywood.
Yes. The plywood's only available, or with the people I was talking to, it was only available with the grain running across the length. Where's the sheet? It comes in 1 metre long sheets.
Right.
But not available with the grain running the other way.
So it's easy to curve that way.
Easy that way. If it had been the other way, I couldn't do it with that.
No.
So had to do that.
And a balsa leading edge to go on.
Yep. and each of the joins has got a little butt strap underneath it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
So the keys.
that's super glued in, and then the second lot's ironed down on top of it.
Oh, iron down. Now explain this process to me.
Need a demonstration. I should have set up a demo for you. Any white glue you can do it with, apparently, but because I'm using the Speed Bond anyway, I've used that everywhere. Painted on there, on the ribs. So, say we're doing the section in here, you paint the ribs and the centre spar and the leading edge with white glue, pop it on your plywood, pop the plywood on to get a copy of it, take it off again, paint in all the bits it's missed,
Right.
smooth out all this lot so it's all smooth, and leave it to dry.
Okay.
And everybody says to me, well, how long, and it was the question I asked, how long do you leave it to dry for? And I was told, well, just let it dry.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, that can't be right. Once glue's dry, it's dry. But no, you get a covering iron, you put the thing back down, you get your covering iron, and you just start, and it seems to melt the two bits of glue, and it sticks it down.
Instantly.
Instant.
Wow.
And it
So you don't need any weights, any pins.
nothing.
Gosh.
I don't know what thickness, well, you just need more heat, I guess, to go through thicker
Yeah.
plywood or
yeah.
balsa.
Yeah.
But it certainly works with 1.5 mil balsa, and it works with 0.5 mil, 0.8 mil ply.
Well, definitely worth trying.
But on the fuselage, these extra strips I added in, one of them didn't stick because I thought it's a bit boingy, pushing in and out here. So I'll put some diagonals in. So I put those in, and I came back a couple of days later and I thought, the clamps I put on here haven't gripped it in one place. And I thought, I know. Held it, got the iron out, ironed it.
Bingo.
Bingo, done.
Wow. A good technique. Yeah. Brilliant.
If I'd known that lots and lots of years ago, curves would have been no problem,
Yeah. So, and then you're going to glass it?
Yes, so it's slightly, I don't like the squidginess of this still. On a nice flat field.
It's ply underneath as well, I take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it would be fine. But, where I fly, with odd bits of gorse and stuff like that, I don't know. It just feels a bit. So I'm going to use 24, I think, or 25 gram cloth.
Okay.
Epoxied on.
What, I notice there's a carbon for a rod for the air brake.
No, it's steel.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just a piece of piano wire.
So the servo's inboard?
Servo's under.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah.
There, I think it's that one. There you go. Have a look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Yeah. I see you're not going for the D connectors then? The plugs.
Oh, haven't made up my mind yet.
Right.
To be honest on that
I've not used them, but they look so much easier.
They are. I've got them on the inside F5J. I'm just trying to think who makes the green ones now. Anyway, I've got them on there, and yes, putting the wings on, you just slot them on, bit of tape on it.
When do you envisage this one? This year?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to spend another winter on it. I didn't start, mind you, until well into September. I think John got going
September.
in July, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, that's
so. I've been trying to go at it a bit.
Yeah.
There are so many things that.
It's the little details that take so much time, like fitting the cap strips and fiddling around with your air brake. Yeah, getting that working.
How do you do that? The plan shows a built-up one out of plywood.
You can get commercial ones.
I tried it and I thought, nah, it isn't going to work.
No.
So, not for me. So I bought some off the internet.
Yeah. What, plywood ones?
No, little commercial ones. I'll pop it up for you. I think I still sound.
Oh, a lovely springy noise there.
It's got a spring in it as well.
That's very nice.
Spring return in it as well.
So it's all ply?
No, it's all aluminium.
You made it?
No.
Oh, these are the ones you bought?
Yeah, these are the ones I bought. It's all aluminium apart from the top piece, which is a piece of balsa that you put on. And I've just V'd it out so that it fits in flush.
Nice.
But it's one place where my favourite glue let me down.
Oh.
Because I glued this in or onto the top, and so I must have put just a little bit too much on, and it seeped out sideways, and I sort of plugged the servo tester on and thought, give it a try.
Oh, right.
And the servo ripped out of its mount because it was only held in with a couple of little screws. But so I had to just run carefully along with a knife, open it up again.
Yeah, oh well, live and learn. Just top surface on this one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, thankfully.
Well, it does. It shows for the wooden ones on both. But again, on advice from other club members from our flying site, they said no, leave it, because if it gets caught on a bit of gorse or a bit of heather when you come in, it's going to rip it. Yeah. So just live with the top one.
Yeah. Wingtip solid?
Yes, still to go on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
so that'll put about another inch. Well, yes, for the American viewers, an inch. For other people, 25 mil. Yeah, 25, 30 mil.
Yeah, somewhere between the
25.4.
Is it?
If you want it exactly.
Yeah. Yes. Well, that's going to look fantastic. Have you actually?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Have you started the other wing?
Oh yeah, the other wing's behind you.
Oh yes, look at that.
Well. So that's done as well. That was before I was advised to cover it in glass, so I've got to sand off all the sanding sealer.
Right.
To guarantee the epoxy will stick.
Right.
And the only other bit that worries me, but it's probably still not worth worrying about, is the way it dips down slightly between each.
It probably does on the full size.
Yes.
So I'd say that was a good scale feature. I wouldn't worry about that. Nothing you can do about it, really. You can't start filling it, I think so.
I'll live with it then.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was sanding it with that blooming great sanding board there.
Yeah.
So. Ailerons are all built as part of the wing.
Yeah.
Which is a technique, again, which I hadn't discovered before. And then you cut them out.
It's back to front.
That's the wrong one. That could be the wrong one. Is that the right one?
I hope so.
Yeah, that's better. And then you slice down between two ribs here,
right,
and free the ailerons,
right,
and then carry.
Have you enjoyed the build?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I've enjoyed it immensely.
And a few challenges along the way.
Lots of challenges compared with what I thought was going to be a laser cut kit.
Yeah.
I've been introduced to the highest quality one, if you like.
You know what a short kit is now.
I know what a short kit is.
I didn't ask you about the main spars actually. What were they?
The main, it's a box, box spar, plywood, sides, with basswood top and bottom.
Right.
The plan shows spruce, but under the advice of...
You can unplug that now. I'll tell you what, with the swept forward wing, it's going to look just amazing, isn't it?
Well, I hope so, yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Very interesting to know that. I wondered why. I thought it would be an aerodynamic sort of reason, but...
Well, I thought that. No, I just sort
CG.
of read through it all, and you suddenly discover that it's all, all to do with the centre of gravity.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to seeing this one cracking on.
October.
We do get some lovely winter days.
But I think it'll be the October aero tow, before I get it.
Well, that gives you a target.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'd like to have done the month before,
Well, you never know.
Never know.
I mean, the covering, although it takes a while, it's instant, isn't it?
It's like when you're decorating a room, you put filler everywhere, and you think, God, this looks a mess.
Yeah.
And you get one coat of paint on it that's all the same colour, and you think, oh,
Suddenly
it's okay.
I think that'll happen. And same hinges for the aileron, row bars?
No, tape hinge for the ailerons.
Okay, yeah.
I'll probably use the Glosstex.
Yeah. That makes
just
a nice aerodynamic hinge then, doesn't it?
hinge it with that.
Yeah. Very
No,
nice.
I bought enough row bar hinges before I'd read the plan properly. And it's,
Oh, you'll use them. Now you've got the bug back.
well, for Glosstex or for
building.
Yeah, I think I'll have to go slightly smaller next time. I think it's sort of 3 metre, I think I'll have to set as my sort of maximum build size.
Well, which is a nice size for transporting as well, isn't it?
Yes, I mean this won't fit in my vehicle, which is in the state anyway, without moving the front seat
Really?
right forward.
Get on. Are you going to transport it with the tailplane in situ?
I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. Probably not.
Well, the nose might go up between the seats, mightn't it?
Oh, the fuselage just fits.
Yeah.
Because that's 1.8.
Right.
But the wing at 2 metres is just a little bit.
You could do in my car. I put bungee cords between the hand grips and put the wings up above. Yeah.
Above, right.
And then the passengers can get in or whatever.
Good idea.
Beautiful. It's going to look stunning. We're very lucky to have chaps like you down here putting these machines together. I don't think there's that many
Well,
in such a small area,
Yeah, I don't like sitting watching the television all night.
Oh God, no, who does?
So I tend to.
No. Have you got any radio in here to help you through the evenings, into the wee hours?
No, I don't go through to the wee hours.
Don't you?
No, 10 o'clock's cut off time.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but I find that if you work till midnight, what you do in the last hour or two.
Oh, you get slower and slower.
Yeah, you can do it all in 20 minutes next morning.
Yeah.
It's better to go to bed, yeah.
And a lot of the problems solve themselves overnight. How am I going to do that?
Yeah.
And you sit there and you look at it for half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. And you get up in the morning and you think, I'll leave it. You walk away from it, you get up next day.
Yeah.
Suddenly you just wander back in and you just do it.
Yeah.
And the thing you've been fretting about, you just get on and, I don't know, happens.
Yeah, it's good. All right, Charlie, we'll wrap it up there. I'm sure all the viewers, let's just, we could look in the mirror, but we could look in the mirror. We could look in the mirror, save looking on the camera. Should we look in the mirror?
Yeah.
You stand here and I can just film into the mirror.
Well, they can have a look in my hanger if they like.
Oh, shall we? We can switch this one off now. Let's get that out of the way.
I call it my hanger because most of them are hung up.
Oh, look at that. How neat is that? Wow. All beautifully wing wrapped as well.
And the wings for some of them are up there.
Right. Hanger rash is the worst thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's far better to have field rash than hanger rash. Yeah. So
I'm glad I've got off. In a way, I'm glad I've sort of been weaned off by other club members off the foamies. Oh, there we go. That's the last, the 40-year-old one, the Toledo, Stanio Toledo.
Wow.
And all I've done for that to posh it up a bit was to recover I can't quite get it out from here. No, was to recover the fuselage because it was it suffered from 40 years worth of being kicked around the attic.
Yeah, flying on Dartmoor.
Yes, yeah. So we've got an Explorer, an Inside F5J, a little Pegasus from Top Model, one of Dave Mallin's planes. So that's enough for now. Once this one's done,
So you're going to
start breaking a few.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you don't break them, you just run out of space.
Yeah. When I'd sort of given up sailing, I started off building foam board ones.
Oh right, yeah, foam board, yeah.
From
flight test ones.
Flight test ones.
Yeah.
So I've got a Feisler Storch out in the garage.
Have you? Yeah.
It flies like a dream.
Yeah, electric.
But I don't like, I'm not too keen on powered.
No, it's electric one, isn't
Electric one,
yeah.
I can never get the hang of the takeoff.
That's a funny plane to... Yeah.
Rudder,
Oh, right, yeah.
Hand launching it, that's fine. But
What span is that then? Massive.
not massive, no,
yeah.
but that's enough for
Yeah.
a bit of cardboard, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, but yeah, true. Yeah.
Foam and paper.
There we are. There's Cliff and Charlie.
Hi there.
See, he's really short.
This is why he won't fit into Bob's hangar.
Yeah. But anyway, look, thanks very much, Charlie. That's been really interesting. And I know everyone watching this found the others really interesting. So this is going to be another ongoing build. We'd love to revisit you. And
On the flying site, maybe.
well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing it sort of
Okay, what, covered?
yeah, sort of pop by and
Okay.
yeah. Brilliant.
Well done. Thank you.
So, brilliant. We can drink our tea now, and you might have noticed the biscuit barrel on the floor. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.